Oi, oi. Flaterday British, Martinliedtke speaking. Welcome back to Flaterday. That's all I can say is at the moment. Good to see you guys. Roll up, and roll up, and roll up. We're going to have an enjoyable sesh, but at the same time, there's going to be some hard-hitting truths because out there, nobody's going to really tell you the truth. So I think I'll do that. And plus, I've been on a really weird ride lately. So what's happened is that the absolute necessity to break the loop that I was stuck in of endless fucking catastrophes keeping happening. So I had to literally reboot my entire system, but it's absolutely fantastic now because I feel totally clear. And I can see. I'm decoding like you wouldn't fucking believe. It's like at a scary rate. Just completely changed the paradigm, completely changed my reality. So that is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to trigger some memories with you guys. Okay, I'm going to make sure that you don't forget. Because I'm going to bring to your attention some things that I've been aware of for at least the whole of this year, since this weird AI rollout thing with the people, humanity. So apart from the fact that everybody is just buzzing at a weird frequency, there's a lot of anger. Everyone, you know, when you see a photograph of a doomed soldier in World War I and you look at that photograph and you think, fuck me, they're dead. Well, that's the buzz I get when I look at them. They are really losing their shit. Now, I think this is what has happened. And I'm going to maybe, you know, because a lot of people seem to just, I notice with this paradigm, they just don't remember and then they just waltz off to the next thing and they forget. So I'm going to trigger some memories. Now, from my recollection of around 5 years ago, 8 out of 10 people out there would turn on you, right, and would literally grass up their own wife or like anything. It was like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Can you not remember? I had loads of weirdness. It was just like, what the fuck is this? So then, okay, them same people that went all Nazi all of a sudden and turned on their brothers and sisters at the drop of a hat of what the telly told them to do, right? Well, them fuckers are still out there. And they've, I wouldn't say evolved, I would say de-evolved, but they've all joined different cults. Is what's happened. This is what's happened. Is the new paradigm is social media and cults, and then social media grabbing these cults with their cameras for content. Anyway, back to my point. So personally, yeah, that's stuck in my mind like a hot iron. Like that ain't gonna go. Okay, that's not gonna go. I just realized the environment I live in, the people around me, I can't fucking trust. I can't. Can't trust the police, can't trust the government, and you can't trust 9 out of 10 people around you. So what the fuck? Luckily enough, though, I noticed with the truther community and current company accepted that there are a large amount of people out there who are going the other way. They're getting smarter. They're getting healthier. They're getting wiser to the game. And these people are all elevating their consciousness together at the same time everywhere in the world. It is a spiritual awakening that's not just talked about by me, but it's talked about by thousands of YouTubers all across the board in unison because everybody knows this is happening. Now, what I think is happening with them guys is entrapment. I think they got their fucking number. Yeah, it's just so I'll just talk. I can only talk about Britain. I have no comment on other people, other places in Europe or America. I can talk about Britain. The population is super old, and they won't be around soon. soon. And then the replacements are these, I don't even think they have actually, can I even say this? I don't think they have any internal dialogue. I really don't. They literally look like they're on fucking autopilot of some program. I'm like, anybody, please, just somebody fucking real, come along. Yesterday, I'm just blown away by this experience. I'm like, fuck me, this can't be real. They put LSD in the fucking drinking water. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is just too trippy. It's like, and then all of a sudden, there was a human being, actually just a middle-aged, lovely old lady from the valleys, came over with a lovely little dog because she was exactly the same. Who the fuck are we going to talk to? Years ago, in the old world that we used to live in, right, I could go out and I would talk to everybody. I would talk to hundreds of different human being personalities with characters and identities. Now, the only people left with characters and identities, mostly scraping for survival in this place and are being stamped out. So what next? I got a feeling, you know, that we love Martin's mushrooms. They are very pretty, I know. This is the environment I would like to live in. No, Rachel, I was seriously ill this week. I was like, death sucks, but don't worry about it because you're already dead. And then when you die, you will be born. And then day one will start. This is a test that you got to get right. Okay? We did have a handbook like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Guys, we did. But it wasn't fucking religious fucking dogma. It was a code that we had written inside of us. And a lot of people, because of the conditioning, went against it because they brought us into cities when we're from the countryside. We were living with nature, in the rhythms of nature. And our circadian rhythms are all to shit because we're in these like concretey places with all of this all the time. And it's not who we are. No wonder there's a certain, consciousness is exhibiting these really peculiar traits in humanity at the moment. It's because that alone, is because we're outside of our environment. The rest of us here are like, oh shit, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. We all want to go home. Want to be left alone. Want to just get on with our lives and just be us. That's all we ever want. Freedom from them. Well, I think that's coming. The hack to win the entire game is the power of our minds together. Okay, the collective consciousness is won the game. It's only a matter of time. Why do you think the whole of society has just forgotten how to run a civilization and is literally on its fucking ass? All of it. Why do you just think they just forgot how to do it? By design? External forces maybe? Or something closer to home? Like you. Like us doing it. It's sometimes when I think about it, it seems really like, wow, this is just like so many people just got to go. And they have. And it's not harsh, and I'm not my brother's keeper. I'm thinking about the future of this fucking place, yeah? And I'm thinking, well, I would like to leave this place better than when it arrived, because in the 1960s, things were, there wasn't much around, but it was a good world compared to the mistrust and all of the anger and everything that is unraveling in society right now, which is skin crawling and creepy beyond words. It's like it's a dystopic fucking nightmare movie, guys. We're in it. And that's it. But the truth that they're not telling you is because they want you to attach to physical things is that, it's everything and nothing, guys. Because the fact is, it's you. It's us. It's us that's doing it. There is no exterior world. It's an illusion. It's a dream. And we are waking from that dream. It's being unveiled to us. It's being unveiled to us real time. And it is mystical. It is divine. I feel that I'm on like a mission from God at the moment, guys. I'm like, what is this that I'm seeing? Can everyone else see it? Am I the only one that can fucking see it? What happened to them? Well, there's You know, a lot of us know really what happened, but, you know, there's no coming back from that for a lot of them. So I'm thinking that, you know, it's just going to be like they did with all the other resets. It's going to be new batches to populate, because they just want the workforce and that energy. But, you know, I think that we're going to get a choice. I think that humanity is going to get a choice shortly. And I think that choice would determine the rest of our existence. And that choice is just simple: a society of love or a society of fear. Because that's the one we're in now, and it's all going to fall. It's all going to fall because of fear. Because everyone's scared. And what are they scared of? Scared of dying? We all die a little bit every fucking day, guys. You should have seen me 2 days ago. I was holding on for fucking grim death. I thought, oh my God. And I was remembering all the death that I witnessed and thinking, right, death really, really does fucking suck, doesn't it? I might die in my sleep like Ozzy Osbourne. So I was thinking, but it might be epic. That's what I'm saying, guys. We just don't know anything of our reality. We just don't know anything of our reality, except that it's an illusion. Could it be a lie? It's just an illusion. Okay, safe and effectively, says Kerry Woodley. I'm going to come and give you a few of you shouts. 300 of you turned up. So yeah, this is me back. So I think they're going to shit out a new paradigm, a surprise one on us very shortly, one that is super unexpected, because the internet was a bit super unexpected, wasn't it? And then AI and all the other weird things. So wonder, you know, just out of the fields of infinite possibilities, what could it be? They're sick motherfuckers. So I'm gonna have a little couple of guesses. Maybe they're gonna say, it's good news for you all, guys. We have a new serum, a new drug that you can take that will increase your longevity to 170 years of age. And you'll be able to be given this free. And everyone will be like rejoicing, and they'll be like, yeah, but the new retirement age is going to be up to around 150. So we can gaslight and torture your ass fucking endlessly for longer. Something along those lines, you know? They always get people in with, oh, it'll be nice, it will. You know, a bit of Stockholm syndrome. People love to start with a bit of that, don't they? Give them a little tickle. Oh, yeah, this is going to be really lovely. Oh, isn't it fluffy? Yeah. And then the fluffy turns into razor fucking blades every single time. If it's too good to be true, like Mama said, it ain't. So there's that. So yeah, I'm going to run a narrative with you because basically I love elephants, and elephants, they remember, and we remember. And I know for a fact that what is happening here in this, what they call the reset, the Great Reset, that is happening now, is a process of us remembering who and what we are and what we're capable of. It's more than sovereignty. That's just their words. They can stick their sovereignty up their fucking ass. We're bigger and much more than that. Okay? Kings, queens, all of that, they don't need, it pales in significance to what we are. But they don't tell us. And God, they don't want us to find out. So yeah, let's just wait and see which new weird paradigm. I'm going to make a couple of maybe premonitions in this. Quite good at premonitions. Definitely called the 2020 one. Because somebody sent me the video and said, look at you, Matt, talking with GeoShifter in the chat about GeoShifter, like said, oh, next year they'll be doing lockdowns. I shit you not, Geo said that. And it was in 2019, 18, something like that. The master himself, GeoShifter. You there, Geo? Baby. So, goldfish. Hang on. We are epic, Crafty Kim. I'm feeling that. Did you feel that then, Crafty Kim? She just had the revelation of how epic she is. Misty World? I know. So that's our hippie shake. And Mr. Marmite, who's got a very questioning nature, which is a good thing, like a question in mind. Max Jackson, good to see you. Let's go. Chris Kelly, good to see you. Martin has got a posh Chinaware out. No, I haven't. It's my hedgehog cup. It's my hedgehog cup. It's not posh China at all. I am testing out a new beta that the software has given me where you can see the chat, but it's not really showing up, is it? So I don't think I'll bother with that. Plus, it'll fuck up my images, excuse the French. So let's just knock that off. Experimente. So Jay the Rage Redwood New. I don't TikTok anything, Jay. I never even looked at it because I've never registered with it. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's good, but I just don't want to. This is me. I'm not even that keen on YouTube. I only watches a few. Watch Campbell today, and I'm some auditing videos because I enjoy the auditing videos. They're really good. Lizzie, good to see you. AB Normal. So yeah, it's all about the water. There's definitely something going on with the water. My friend came. I just can't stand your water, Matt. It just stinks. Water stinks of chlorine, I guess it is. I don't even know. It smells a bit like chlorine, like pool stuff. And that's just a recent development. It's never been stinking like that. And God, this other cities like Birmingham or London, fuck me. No, you don't have to tell me all about water. I know everything about water, more or less. I've been a truther for 10 years. But what I'm saying is, I think there's something up with the water. That's what I think. Otto, good to see you. Much love to you, Otto. Otto. I'm going to write an Otto song. I got to feel a poem coming on. Let me write you a poem. If I write you a poem, that means I love you. Okay? Love you. Reality. Isn't it funny how the word real is in realm? Like the realm is real. Isn't it? Well, it is. And it's not at the same time. It looks physical. There is a certain physicality to it. I dig that. But I can guarantee you with a sledgehammer, this physicality will just turn to dust. So changing states of physicalness. Jules Tong. Don't do SM. Don't do much of any of the other thing. The internet is totally unfavorable. And I just don't like it. The Germans invented water. Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Their superior technology. Yeah. I was wondering this. It's got images to show later. I'm thinking in the past that Tartarians couldn't swim. I don't think they could swim. That's why they're all like covered up and stuff in Tartarian photographs on the beach. Not only because the sun will zap them, but I don't think they can actually swim. I think they paddle. I don't know. I mean, going way back before Webster. Timmy Porter, first to swim the Bristol Channel, covered in goose fat or something. Okay. YMCA, Smelt Swimming Pool. Yeah, we used to have our swimming pool when I was a kid was called, it was bang next door to the Masonic Hall called Guildford Crescent. And it was a Victorian green domed building, beautiful. And I liked it because you had your own little wooden cubicle to get changed in. Yeah, I liked a bit of privacy when I'm getting fucking changed in the swimming pool. And then it was no heating in that pool, but they had 3 pools as well. So yeah, I never learned to swim there because what it is, right, is the molecules in my body, okay, they just slip between the molecules in the water and I just sink because I think I'm so heavy boned. I'm heavy boned. Don't worry about that. Your mother was wise. She was. Bring back Carol. But that would be pretty impossible. Jason Hand, good to see you. And Yayo, sing it. Sing it back to me. Okay. Ooh, I think that's a Polish word, it looks like. Okay, so we're going to get into some juice. I'm going to make an effort to elaborate some sort of dialogue with you of what I'm thinking is going on with this really weird fucking film that we're in. It's literally an episode of Twilight Zone. A trippier, one of the trippier end ones. Yeah. Fucking hell. If you had a narrator for all of this that's going on, it would just be weird. Imagine the narration to, you know, just world affairs, for example, and how shit everything has gone. Remember the music years ago, how brilliant it all was? Oh, it makes me want to fucking cry. And now, what we got now? Yeah? You got like a decrepit old man pretending to be Angus fucking Young. It's a wonder. He's got like a man nappy on. And they're really, really bad. And I used to love AC/DC. They just keep shattering my illusions. All my best bands just fucking come along with the old, now they're crap stick. I'm glad Jimi Hendrix is dead. No, I am, guys. Could you imagine Jimi Hendrix cranking up on YouTube now, talking a load of bollocks like Brian fucking May? Can you imagine? Well, I think of loads of them. They all do it now, don't they? Crank up and then you see them as their unfriendly HD selves, like Mick fucking Jagger. Commie rock, Mac. Listen, I can't even think of anything. I like a bit of techno and stuff, you know, without any actual lyrics. Then it's not so intrusive on the old, you know, consciousness. That's why reggae is still acceptable. Some your consciousness. Yeah, I know he's Morgan Freemason. Of course, Jimi Hendrix is Morgan Freemason. Of course he is. I know he is. Anyway. I like Morgan Freemason. He's quite a smart chap, isn't he? I'm just saying. I know he talks a lot of bollocks about space and stuff. Hello from Italy. Oh, hello, Alberto Martinelli. Okay. I was there last week. Came back with, I think it was probably off your mosquitoes eating me a fucking life, but I come back with like a virulent Italian strain of flu. You can have that back. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. That's me doing Scout Scats. We love them. Okay. And Alva Billy's in the house. Vibes is in the house. So, yeah, what have you been doing all week? King Shin? Do you know when you woke up this... Pedro Royal supporter? Oh, no, I don't know what that is. Do you know when you woke up this week, did you think, wow, I'm going to literally save what's left of humanity? There's not many left anyway. Can't be that many left, guys. Where'd they get their clothes? It's weird, because I don't go in clothes shops myself, but I've noticed that everybody is wearing identical clothes. I mean, everywhere in the fucking world. So men, just plain T-shirts, no slogan, no fuck you slogan, okay? No Sid Vicious T-shirts, nothing like that going on no more. Just plain, baggy, smelly old T-shirts. And all the men are wearing exactly the same shorts everywhere in the fucking world, by the way. And the women, well, they're wearing these yoga pants, a lot of them. I hope they phase out like rapid very, very soon. That would be great. Back to nice, pretty summer dresses. And gypsy dresses of the 70s, you know, like Stevie Nicks used to wear. A bit like that. Okay, let's revitalize these sort of sexy fashions, guys, shall we? Yeah, wheat fields and see-through dresses. That's what men want. Okay? Okay, as long as you know. I told you there'd be some hard truths in this, guys. Isn't it true? See, Otto is a man after my own heart. It's the new uniform. Indeed, indeed. Just a little to the imagination, not too much, but just a little. On a very hot summer day, yeah, with those little beads of pollen in the air when they touch the wheat chaff. Am I painting a picture for you now? And all them sun rays coming through? Huh? Huh? Fucking hell, now you know how good this rel can be. Because I just painted a picture. I just painted a picture for you, which you envisioned, which was beautiful and you very much enjoyed. Now, you can do that for yourself. It's like painting with Martin or painting with Bob in your mind. So just make a nice little cool... I like to do like... My favourite little fantasy, this is not going rude, right? This is a rock fantasy, is me being like as epic as Robert Plant on stage. Yeah. And it's not always with Led Zeppelin and with other bands, Leonard Skinner sometimes, it depends what I'm into at that moment. Depeche Mode. In it. Adidas stats for a dirty Indian did the shit. Or all day I dream about sex. That's another one. We all know these Adidas things. Leggings, Jules. Yes. What's with the leggings? Just stop it already, okay? Let me tell you, I'm a man who knows stuff, okay? So yeah, they say in Britain that we're not allowed to retire till we're like 77 or something. Yeah. Well, fuck off with that, lack. I've been fucking grafting for the last 40 years. I'm knackered and tired now. I don't think I can do it. So they were Depeche Mode with The Cure. Oh yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I was going to say I literally got pissed off watching The Cure and left. I just thought, oh, that's just so fucking crap. I'm going. I know, it's like blasphemy. I bet there's loads of people in chat now just like, what did he just say? I did the same to New Order as well. I was like, oh, fucking hell, shit, fucking moaning bastards. Fuck off. Listen, I'm not the type just to go with a fad of music like, oh, Joy Division are really fucking fantastic because everyone else thinks they're fantastic. I'm going to call it as I see it. We should have a meeting and discuss whether these bands are good or not. Because that's what we used to do when we was in school. We used to have a official skinhead meeting, sit there and discuss like, do you think the Smiths are any good? Let's have a vote. Okay. Overwhelmingly, the Smiths are good. We used to have like proper democracy. This is how democracy works, guys. This is what separates us from the animals. Okay. So what are you saying, Jason Hand? Have you tried mushrooms, Matt? Well, not today, Jason. I've had the flu. Otto? Heart of Glass. Oh, I love a bit of Blondie myself. Debbie Harry. Hope she watches Flat Earth British. Debbie Harry. I love you. No skirts. Did you see The Stranglers? I never ever did, Ellen. No, I never had seen. They used to do like a smoothie concert, like with all like No More Hero stuff, and then they used to do a really heavy concert with loads of pogo in and mosh pitting, with all of the Peaches stuff. Deaf School? No, don't know what Deaf School is, but that's a good way to fuck people up, is pretend you know sign language when they're talking to you, because I don't want to talk back at them anymore. Just give up on them. Self-preservation. I just don't want their icky fucking energy soaking into my morphic field. It's bad for me. Going through a cleansing process for the new realm to come. I'm looking forward to it. Can you imagine how epic it would be? It'd be like all the best points of this place personified. If you can even imagine that. Yeah. So there's definitely pantries and azure waters included, I would think. No, I never ignored. No, I never. No. Oh, you can't find friends anymore. Well, don't worry about it. Yeah, because this is something we've all got in common. My friends are all dotted around all over the world for some reason, but they're not near me. There's no one in my immediate city of almost 500,000 people that I could actually go and visit and have a cup of tea with. Like nobody. Yeah, but I am blessed with best friends and just the people in the Truther community who I've met for like the last 10 years. Before then, the friends that I had were just sort of all dead. So there's that. Nothing to do with me, obviously. Bored of the Borg. They are boring. They're boring as fuck, is what they are. They just don't know how to have a good time. And concerts. Now, this is another big con I've noticed as well. So Oasis been touring, right? They started it off in Cardiff. I'll give them this. They're all right now. I seen them back in the day. And anyway, they say that there's 70,000, 80,000 for these concerts. Now, back in the day, guys, when I was in, like, say, David Bowie, and there was 80,000 in there, everyone was crushed. They were dragging people out. They were hosing it down. Fucking now you got a concert, right? You could literally, right, do star jumps, right, and you wouldn't even touch the person next to you. they're all there holding their little fucking phones because they don't want to watch the concert in real time. They want to watch a image of the concert, which is just really fucking retarded. See, I wouldn't be as disrespectful. When I went to see Macy Gray, I was right in front of her. There's no way I'd disrespect that chick and pull my mobile fucking phone out and just piss all over a creative artist. I would never do that. But that's what you see. That's what you see. Anyway, I digress. So they are pumping up the crowds, okay, and they're making us think that there's loads of people in these stadiums. Like last night, Oasis played in London in Wembley Stadium. Okay, well, have a look at the Live Aid in the old Wembley Stadium when there was 100,000 people in there. Yeah, it is just mind-blowing. Have a look at it today, and they're saying there's 80,000, and it looks like fucking stupid. There's hardly anyone there. They must think we were born fucking yesterday. They're making out that there's more people, and there ain't. That's what's going on. People are missing. And they're thinning out as well. Because, as I said, it's an aging population, and they ain't, well, so they're not going to be around long, like, at all. A couple of years. And that's it. And then the world is going to be taken over by millennials one day. You know, the OCD, ADH crew. Anyway, it's not about me, is it? So there. Oh, I know. Kit and sons. Let's just have. I'm not lamenting. I had a little moment there, guys. Shared. Machiavelli, good to see you. No. But you got to stay on the bright side. I think it's all like absolutely hilarious. I'm starting because I've got clear vision now, and I'm more whole as a human. And sort of like, you know, I've let go of all the problems that have caused me problems, which is my belief systems, my ego, my just the way I've been. I just sucked. I don't even know why I was like that. I do know why I was like that. It's because I'm fucking British and I was brought up to be like that. Fucking hell, my mother was like Eva Braun. What was I supposed to be brought up like? Gangsters. You know, it's Britain. For fuck's sake. So that is like cultural identity, I guess. So I was like, you know, anything that shook my cultural identity, especially being Welsh and a proud Welshman. That stuff makes you like nuts. It makes you nuts. It makes you want to fight. So yeah, you got to let go of all of that. Just know it's not about you. Although when it comes to Welsh cultural identity, I don't think I'd ever let go of that. Fuck no. Whales forever. Elephants forever. Oh, I wish I had an elephant. Have you seen how beautiful elephants are? Oh, guys, they don't live long, I guess. Elephants, right? When I went to Bristol Zoo, right, an elephant with his trunk went like that on my hair, guys. Out of all of the crowd, that elephant left on me. What will I tell you? That me and elephants got a thing, okay? I want to go back to Bristol Zoo and see elephants, right, this summer. That's it, I've just set my intent. Okay, Bob. Excuse me. Too expensive to go to Bristol Zoo. They're the cutest in the world, new rest reset. Right, okay, then let's have a little think. I'm going to read my little dialogue. And it's all going to make perfect sense, I'm sure. It will. The forks are strong with this one. Or the force is strong with this one. That's it. Okay. Let's have a think about elephants. So, yeah, look at the eyelashes on an elephant. I tell you what, the men who kills elephants for ivory, they must be cursed for 1 million years in endless torture, basically coming back here, living in Manchester. Do you know what? They got this skin which they can squish flies with. Isn't that cute? But have you ever touched an elephant, guys? They're just big, beautiful, loving, animals, but they remember where they come from. They go to a good thing with the elephants that I like is the elephant's graveyard. So they like instinctively follow ancient ley lines, and they go. You can see these from like maps from above, like balloon shots, and that I've seen of like I think it's the Kalahari, where you can just see lines going across the wilderness to these places where the elephants die. So they, how could they know? How did they know? Is it set in their DNA that they got to go to this one place? No. Yeah, they're electromagnetically drawn to these nodal points, and then they lay down, and then they literally regenerate. They literally regenerate. I think they are most sacred of animals. I think that we overlook what the elephant is, but I tell you who don't, the Phoenicians. It's all over their architecture, guys. It is, all over the Hermetics. You see elephants everywhere. The Buddhists, but make sure, with the Hindus, you got that trunk up for luck. But yeah, look. Oh, I love them so much. And look at baby elephants. Okay, baby elephant moment. Come on, little guy, you can do it. Come on, guy, let's will it on. Let's will it on. 300, 400 of us will it on. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on, mama, get that baby up. Okay, I think that is just how it all pans out in the end. This is how people should be. We should be joyful. Yeah, literally, right? This is the score, right, guys? Is that a lot of us have self-sabotaged our lives. Maybe we think that we're not worthy. Maybe we think that we need to be punished for some fucking stupid thought or whatever. Yeah. When the fact is that no, we don't have to suffer in this place. We can be joyful and we can enjoy ourselves. Okay. We've just got to be mindful of one another and being caring and loving, and above all, be kind. Everything else falls into place. The universe heals and they fuck the fuck off. Which is definitely going to happen because they're not even you. Do you think for 1 second that any of them billionaires and any of them elites or any of them people that you see on Twitter and fucking the internet are real entities, real things? Do you really do think that that's real? Do you? Any of it? Any of it? Because I'm telling you, it's not, guys. None of it is real. They show us a movie. They play it out to us, and it comes out on the internet, and everyone's like, hey, this is happening. Like literally a month ago, we were on the verge of nuclear fucking war. Everyone's just like, hey, again, fucking with the collective memory. Let's just forget about the fact that we were supposed to be at war with Iran, like a couple of like literally weeks ago. And everyone's like, that's not happening anymore. Hey ho, on with the show. Now we'll think about the next bullshit. If he photographs of Trump with young girls, like that's new. Fucking hell. So you're not having a bad day. If you think you are, you're not. Because that's having a bad day. Unless you're into shit, then it's a really good day. Okay? So, yeah, I think this is in Prague, or maybe, yeah, I think it is in Prague. But look at these elephants. And they used to have battle elephants as well in the past, didn't they? But I'll give you a side shot of these. They've got nice little swastikas on them. Oh my God, I can feel that inside. Look at that baby blues. And that's not AI. That's a really big, it's a real baby elephant. Beautiful blue eyes. So yeah, the matriarch, the society, a really intelligent, protective society. They'll do anything to protect their young as well. A bit like humans, really. There's nothing more dangerous than a woman with a pushchair, or a pregnant woman, is there? Nothing more dangerous than that in this place. But they've taken us away from, how we're supposed to be. And this is how we are. We can't sit together anymore. Can't even talk to one another anymore. Because you don't know what you're fucking talking to. One of those dirty rat bastards from 5 years ago, is it? That were fucking just... I'm having a moment publicly. Anyway, we can't all coach elephants or one another, apparently, anymore. That's something else that's got to be healed. And I noticed something else as well. Another observation that I noticed was people were faking fucking being happy. People sat in restaurants. I seen them, guys. I seen it in Venice. They were just, the vibration wasn't of joy. They were just going through the motions, pretending they're happy, putting the fucking smile on like an actor. And that is what they're all fucking doing. They don't feel genuinely happy for one another. None of them. That's where we are now, guys. We used to have trust, and there's no trust anymore. They don't like that. Oh, you always had someone you could talk to as well. That's another thing. Yeah, you could always have someone to talk to. That's why the truth of community to me is so important. It's always overlooked. You know, the community fucking aspect of it, of how we, you know, all the people that we've lost. God almighty. Went through with Lawrence the other day. You know, Brian Evans. Just listen, there's a list that long of dead flat earthers, guys. You wouldn't even fucking believe it. All the truthers. They're heroes. And they're all heroes because they're patriots. They're heroes. They stood up for what they believed. They never sat on their ass. They spoke up. Died fucking heroes. And that's what this place needs. Heroes. There's no heroes anymore. Not that you should put people on pedestals or leaders or any of that bollocks, guys, because that's just bollocks. But we do need, you know, people with backbone and spirit. And the people that are out there in the minute are so psyoped. Britain's just got a load of fucking thems. Fucking got people's consciousness thinking that they're actually good and they're not. Cruelty to elephants. Oh, God. Or any animals. So this was apparently in Coney Island. They had a hotel. I've got pictures of the inside. It was quite big as well, but Indian flavour in Coney Island, New Yorksville. Oh, they love a good scratch. Does an elephant. Okay, let me just play this back because it looks like it's glitched out on me a bit. There's that elephant there, the one that's holding up that building. Obviously, this is a symbol of the, well, I think it's the toroidals over the North Pole. This guy, I think this is an element of, these are little elephants, not king-size elephants. But if they are king-size elephants, then we're looking at a giant, aren't we? So there's that. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Okay. Now, I'm not being funny or unkind, but there is an element of you fucking deserve that. Okay, so there is that. Oh. So let's have a look at antiquity, and I'm going to run a little narrative. Now, we've come a long way from the way we were. You know, the architecture. Look at this guy here buried in the mud. This is a little Portuguese. Bloody hell. The mud really is there, isn't it? A little Portuguese town and a little Portuguese church. Now, so long before, okay, the digital grid and what they call global finance and trade and the world, that has been happening for at least 300 years or whatever. And before then, though, humanity lived with the rhythms of Earth. And the architecture, like what you see here, okay, sang with harmonic codes. These things, somatic patterns, they look like speakers because essentially that's what's going on. And they were sound machines, healing machines. But I think that these, what they call churches, eventually, I think that they held memory. I think they held memory. I think they unlocked memory housed within them. Right, let's have a little look here. You can see the influx of religion. They come in with these deities. Oh, this guy's in the All Together. Oh, it's Adam and Eve. As we know in these days, it's Adam and Steve. Right, let's have a look at these. He's got a little fez on, but the Moors were in Portugal, especially Algarve, because like Algeria, Algarve. Anyway, so cathedrals, they weren't places of worship. Not after reset they were energy processors, okay, generators, if you like, energy processors, and harmonic resonating buildings. You can see they're on this side as well. This one's taken a few changes over time by the look of it, but you can see. Yeah, she's a whopper, she is as well. Oh, hey, excuse me. So, yeah, you could also call them sonic regulators, is another word that I came up with, but they're definitely part of the grid system. After a reset, like I said, they come along and then they repurpose these things. Look at all the iron work through the column there and there. So is that just to hang flags off of or stuff, maybe? Or is it part of completing a circuit? Because you see these a lot with the cathedrals. Iron going through the superstructure. Okay. So what we find with what the truther community or the people into this subject of mud flood and Tartaria have found is that something glitched, something fractured, something went wrong. And there was a reset and a reset mud flood. But look at these, you know, they've, whatever was in there, if it was a clock, it's taken away, bricked up door. You know, it's almost as if they were just sealing off whatever, you know, energy that these things could harness. No, I think that we are closely connected with Antiquity more than we actually know. I really do. I think that the geometrics that are under the structure or in the structure, the mathematics of these cathedrals and these church machines would be reactivated in a awakening scenario, which is what's going on now. So as we, you know, evolve in this awakening, I think that these things, I think that these are all going to come online. And I don't think that I think there's enough of them that they can't stop it. How many Gothic churches are in Europe? All right, they've blocked up a lot of the, you know, a lot of the windows, a lot of the device, but they're still active, or still got the possibility of being active. These seashell bits here with the Phoenicians have been removed, like statuettes or something, and the bells got replaced. So this, look at the Phoenician input in this, and then stick a couple of crosses on, and that makes it a house of God. Okay, because you can't pray to God outside of this church. Right, let's have a look at a load of old images of antiquity. These are quite mind-blowing. Konya. Funnily enough, the name of the town is what they actually do in Turkey. Konya. So, or Konya in this case. Oh, they're not all that bad. Oh. Great. Went that wrong. Just poured coffee down my lungs. Bleeding great. It's all right. It's only 500 people almost watching. Anyway, let's have a look at the vegetable market before a mosque in Konya, or Konya, which I haven't been to. I have been to Istanbul, and it was really, really dangerous. Been there twice. Went to the other side, on the Asian side of Asian Scutari, which is now Üsküdar. And it was like the third fucking world. They all had dirt roads and shit. I couldn't believe it. Anyway. So, wow, what a rush. It's much better. So, yeah, Antiqua dead. There's not too many dead in the past. There should have been trillions that went before us, but I think they are in the mud below our feet and causing electricity as well. Part of the circuitry. You've got to have deados. Or, because everything is reversed, alivos. This is what's going on. Yeah, I definitely think that we're dead. And that when we leave here, we are born. Which, if everyone just understood that, nobody would be scared of death. It'd be a whole new paradigm. It's like, oh, I can't wait for death, man. It's going to be awesome. Be like that, you know? But I got to be honest. Oh, that looks wrecked in front of there. I got to be honest. Old age, as it is proposed to us, outside of your, say you were living in the Mekong Delta and you were 100 years of age and you were still swimming around and fucking eating coconuts and not even being old, that would be acceptable. But in Britain, that just doesn't happen. By the time you're 40, you end up in one of these little disabled cars because you can't walk, because the gut, it wobbles, If we were on a globe, it would literally fuck with the tilt of Earth, So, belt size equator. Am I being unkind? No, I'm being honest, is what I'm being, okay? I told you, brutal honesty is needed in this time. And I'm happy, just happy to be. Made it this far, guys. Fucking legends, all of you. So, yeah, it's really messed up, isn't it, Konya? Look outside, all them boulders brought in by Armageddon, and this configuration is so trippy. You see this all over the Moorish world, don't you? This resonation technology, which is what it is, because I've witnessed it myself in the Arab room in Cardiff Castle, and they got a similar sort of thing. And it affects consciousness. You can't stand under it, though. They won't let you. They won't let you literally plug in. They're like that. So, yeah, this thing's got somewhere you could land your balloon nicely. Boiling, bleeding hot Turkey. So they didn't clean anything up, though. Everything's just hanging around outside. We've got actual skies there, though, not too vanilla. That looks like a giant wigwam. Obelisk. So then twirling dervishes are quite trippy. They're always doing a bit of trance work, aren't they? They just twirl around and then they're off on their little feta trip. Not really in it anymore. Enjoying their reality. Ooh, nice sacred geometries. Look at this. See, cymatics. All different frequencies. I bet this is like literally like reading music. I bet this is like a sound code. I bet this could be played. Of course it can. Yes, it can. So that might be like a key code that's on there. It's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom real time. This is, guys. If you're ever doing like literally like fucking Tomb Raider right here, right now. Everyone loving on one another. Squirrel snipers in the house. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. So I'm guessing this would have been ground level at some stage, maybe, because there's no extension to the architecture below this. So the rest is probably the catacombs, isn't it? That's a really unusual banding. I haven't seen that anywhere else. Yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash of cultures here. I'm seeing obviously the Moors, but this one. Because Konya this is in Anatolia, isn't it? So that would be like the ancient Anatolians. They got that slightly different thing going on, haven't they? So I think that's what was going on there. Anyway, might be wrong. No, that's what's going on. So, ooh, nice big domage. But yeah, everywhere's just wrecked because the end of the world has happened. And by the time the photograph crews get to these places, these look volcanic. Oh, look at that. By the time they get to these places, man, if you didn't know anything about like geometry or, this sort of technology that we talk about, and you've seen this thing for the first time, you'd be like, mind blown. Don't see too many examples of that in like Gothic churches. Okay, it does look a bit messed up, doesn't it? Anyway, so there was Armageddon. Okay, so whether it is by flood, which it often is the case, and fire as well, as we know, okay, but there is definitely signs with liquefaction of the ground, etc., and earthquakes, etc., that there is some manipulation of frequency Manipulation of frequency is what happens. And I can't state that that's exterior. You know, something else is happening in that, because it could be us, because all his mind is only a shirt. And this is what's going on. So, but the fact still remains, and here's the evidence. I'm going to show you more evidence, right? All ancient civilizations have disappeared, guys. All of them. And guess what? Ours will too. Ours will. We think at the peak of civilization, because we're not. We don't do this anymore. With these secret codes pulled out of the real, what is really going on, you know, because they're in realms of pseudoscience in modern science, aren't they? You know, with improved quark stuff, gluons, kryptons, fucking neutrinos. Of course, a neutrino. I haven't caught a neutrino, have you? Never will either, will you? Anyway, obviously, you can see that it's ruins. This beautiful temple complex. This is obviously Arabic, language of the Ottomans, but they are big into sacred geometry. There's another code key there. Something missing from there. That stone. Look at the stonework as well. It's almost seamless, isn't it? Beautiful stonework. I don't even think they got mortar in these. They haven't, have they? No, they haven't got mortar in these. Mortarless. Yeah, or maybe a little tiny bit then. Okay. But still, fine stonemasonry. So yeah, they had some deados in the past. That's good news. Okay. Just cram them all in the church machine. And why would they put the dead in the yard of the church machine, but only after a certain period in time? Because they're generating piezoelectric forces. In times of energy flux after a reset. Wow, look at these stones. There's at least a couple of cultures here. I bet you there's the Ottomans, the Byzantines, up to the modern day Ottomans. Well, they don't exist anymore, but you know what I mean. They do. So, yeah. This is a suburb of Bradford, England. But wow. See, you know, the more, you know, the stone is okay by here, but the stone at the bottom is completely wrecked, which sort of suggests to me that there was water at this part. You see this all over Christendom. You see it in Europe. I've seen the same thing in Nottingham as the Czech Republic. This same, you know, flood-affected areas at the bottom, which punched out all of the mortar and any coverings. That's what we see. Mud, glorious mud. They dug the cities out. Ooh, there's the classical theme. Not Ottoman at all there, is it? That's more the Anatolian, Greek classical theme. You can see ancient walls there. Can you see there? So I can't claim to know this place, but I do know. Not personally. Wow, whatever happened there. Look at the side. There's a guy there, so it's pretty massive, and all of them walls are below. Ruins of a palace. Well, it must have been a grand palace indeed. But it was a golden era, so they would have had, like, you know, beautiful food and swords with jewels in, like they have in the movies. No, I doubt it was like that. Flying carpets for definite. So we all watched the movies. Yeah, we all seen 9/11 and stuff like that. So we all know about Kandahar, don't we? We've seen the movies. So this is Kandahar in Afghanistan, you know, where they grow all the opium. And I'll make all the black ash. But there's an ancient civilization in Kandahar, and this is in late 1800s. And it looks like that there's no peoples as such living in this city. But what you can see is burnt, derelict. Looks like there's some Bedouin tents inside of this enclosure and more tents there. So people living in tents while the city looks burnt and destroyed. And evidence, it would seem, of some meltage, because that looks like it's up inside the mountain, which it actually is, isn't it? So I bet that goes inside of some ancient tunnel networks, which you get inside of loads of mountains. So Kandahar was a star fort. So what are the Arabs then sharing plans with the Europeans? So they got the central bit, all the water all the way around, and star fort corners. And it's an oblong one, a bit like Nineveh or Babylon on that sort of grid pattern. But it looks like grid, like a circuit board, doesn't it? So Kandahar, spelt a bit differently there, not with a K. And that looks really, whether you would find, the influence of India, because it's down under, go through the Khyber Pass, haven't you? Where the British are having tiffin and doing British stuff, like having a cup of tea and smoking some of that stuff that guy grows over there. Why do you think we actually take these countries over? We tried to take Afghanistan, no luck a Rooney. Russia, they just lost about 100 million people. They didn't take it either, okay? So Mujahideen, they don't take no prisoners. And then the Americans had a little go as well with the British, didn't they? And guess what happened? They fucked off, because these lot, they literally are really, really possessive over their black hash. And you got to pay the premium. No, that's the truth. Okay, it's always about that. So they did have quite an advanced culture as well up until recent times. And some of the photographs, I bet you these are freshly dead. So yeah, you got tents like a FEMA camp. That's always suspicious, isn't it? And loads of what look like fresh graves. They got to put stones on them because it's a deserty place. Yeah, they look like they're fresh graves. I wonder what's happened. Load of soldiers standing by. Okay, well, it is Afghanistan, so, a little bit of a Christian cross going on there. That's pretty. They got some lovely buildings there, though. I'll give them that. And that looks like a mud, I don't know, it's a thing for cooling water. I've seen the science behind them. They can save the world, them Afghani water cooling systems. They naturally suck up water, create like a beaver dam effect, and they keep water cool. Wow. Talking about Taj Mahal, that looks exactly like the Taj Mahal, doesn't it? Which I think was something to do with water purification and getting that water out of the Ganges into the population, because people need water, and it is red hot there. And like with the modern day, water is a problem at the moment. I think as the world dries up, if you will, water is going to be the most important thing that there is, and they will use that. But it's because the whole world is stupid and sissy. They're going to literally use Chernobyl to grow crops in the near future. The millennials won't know about water and things. They'll put Chernobyl on the fucking crops is what they will do. You know what? I'm telling the truth. What are we going to do with them? What is needed is some elders. Take control. Put some fucking sanity in this place. Get a bit of love going. There's a lot of unkind people's minds out there, I've noticed, but I'm not beyond the camp of minds can be healed, because they can be healed. I think there's a shit ton of British soldiers there. That's what we did. That's what's happened there. British came in, and killed everyone. So is the nature of Britain. So let's have a look what they got going on. They got some wicked mountainous caves. Look at these places. Meltage. I definitely think there's meltage going on there, guys. Lovely suntans. And what you got? Some nuts, is it? It's okay. Not very. They might be beetle nut though. Oh, I haven't tried beetle nut. I want to try beetle nut. Okay. Wow. That's not a building at all, is it? What the? There's all holes in the side where there's like beams been or something. Okay, you got them arches on top. Wow, look at that. That's a building. The whole thing's been fudged. Fudge fucked. Plasma. Melted. Wow. I love it. Okay, let's have a look at the Brits, see what they're doing anyway. Okay. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, they got a dog. It'd be horrible, wouldn't it, in the army? It's not so bad in modern day. Oh, no, it would be bad in modern day. They got like men and women now, haven't they? But back in the day, you could take your wife to war. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could pack up the kids and the wife and take them off to battle like they used to do in the Crimean War. I think it's a great idea. Then you can always have really nice food, you know. And let's be honest, nobody's going to ever die because it's like wars are not real. I'm sorry. They're not. The people that went missing is a cover story for something else much more insidious that happened. I can't go into it right now. YouTube. Anyway. Bakshish. I don't think they built any of that stuff, these lot. I just got that buzz off them. I just don't know. They really do. No, I'm not being horrible. They do look dishonest. I'm sure they're not, but they did look dishonest. Again, that might be just me, my inner coding telling me, Skanksville. I might be wrong. No, I'm not. This is why the British had to go in there, you know, because basically this is what separates us from the animals. The British had to go in there, yeah, to bring law and order, yeah, with guns and cannons. And believe you me, they start towing the fucking line then. Yeah. A couple of million gotta die, but, you know, they got loads and loads more. And, you know, like Famos said, listen, the research, listen, you kill half the population, the other half thrive, like they did in the Black Death. It was brilliant, the Black Death for business, cheap labour. So after the Black Death, when like 3/4 of the population of Europe, like literally apparently died of mysterious circumstances, let's blame rats, fleas on rats. Anyway, so like say you were like Joe Farmer, your name was Joe and you were a farmer, and you survived, said Black Death, yeah? But the Lord and everybody in that area, yeah, was totally dust. Yeah, you could just walk in and take that castle, and any maidens hanging around as well. Probably acceptable back then. Yeah. I love that idea. Is they skulls? Yes. These, I think these might be human remains. Let's have a look, little mag in. There are definitely some bones here. This definitely looks rib cagey, doesn't it? Horns. They might be animal remains. I think this is one of these fire pits they light and will run over and stuff, which is easy. It's just a black, that is, isn't it? That's just telling you this physical world and it's going to hurt. If you think it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt. Just like everything in this reality. But if you think to yourself, nah, it won't hurt because it's like bullshit. And that's fire's bullshit and it's all bullshit. I'll float over it. You float over it. Like, because that's even what happens. That's a brilliant example of mind over matter, isn't it? I don't mind, you don't matter. No, that's not right. So yeah, they just sit around, don't they, smoking something. Disgusting. Anyway, I'm sure they had a fine culture, but not that period in time. I think these are just I think these are just resetters, arrivals. Yep. Carry on up the Khyber, guys. That's what you got to do. Carry on up the Khyber Pass. These two look like he looks fucking British or something. No, he do a bit. He looks like a sunburnt Hollywood actor. The other ones don't. They look a bit Chinese, Mongolian looking, though, don't they? This far west. What's going on? Oh, that looks pretty. But that would belong to the British, obviously. Oh, here's the ruling class. Let's have a look what they got. Okay. Okay, they got some swords. Got some nice swords. Yeah, you haven't got any Gatling guns, though, have you? No. We have. But it turns out that we didn't beat them anyway because they got fucking tunnel systems that go on forever. You can't bloody get them. Just like the Viet Cong. Yeah? Oh, I love them. I bet they were really cutchy. Anyway, more antiquity. The castle of Slav in Jordan. Okay. Now, I know it sounds like slave, but this is crazy. This is in Jordan, which is obviously the Middle East, Holy Land. And it's Neolithic. We're going to take a look at it now. I've got 505 people watching, which is very epic. I'm sure this video is definitely shareable. Probably in this YouTube arena. Hi, Gary. Good to see you. Yeah, I'll show some more images. I'll come back for 10 minutes. Okay, guys. Let me just compose my... Because this is me springing back to life. So we got a Bedouin type of person. And in the background, some rather interesting large stones. Well, let's have a look at these stones, shall we? Okay. Isn't she probably pretty? And, ooh. I'm trying to work out which culture this is. It's in Jordan, and it's not really Babylonian or Phoenician. Well, look, no, it looks more like the stones of Puma Punko. Very strange fitting megalithic stones, look, with these bits all chiseled out. That looks like machining on this side, though, that double lines there and there look like machining. But there's only a wall. There's not too much of this this building. But look at the size of this. Who built this? Civilization long gone, long reset. They probably had the same questions we did. But the thing is, I think this empire, you know, that possesses people and makes them into these culty members, I think that that's been around since time immemorial. They just play out a different version of it. And I think that these, you know, the rebels like yourselves, the people that can critical think for themselves, I think they've always been there too. And I think that they're now. And I think that what we do, they do there in the past. So I think it's like a, you know, the biggest awakening in the history of awakenings and putting an end to this loop, what they've been doing. This is machining. And the end to, you know, slavery. Essentially what's going on, isn't it? It's supposed to work till 77. Going 40 years. Fucking knackered. What a bleeding cheek. So, yeah, well, look at them holes. I wonder why they're taken out of there like that. But, yeah, something really bad's happened to this area. Again, it looks like it's been melted and decimated. I don't know, guys. They could be, maybe that was inside or something. And they put jars in there. I don't know. But it is melted. It looks melted. Whoa. So what language? Who put that there? And somebody blocked up. And there's a little door down there. Ooh. I wonder. Look how thick the plaster is. Is that right? Is that the plaster? I think so. Wow. Tayoko. Listen, I don't want to actually summon up any, like, accidentally any evil demons. on YouTube, yeah, which triggers the end of reality. That looks like a tree on top, doesn't it? Looks like a tree trunk. And this bit in here looks like Pumapunko, which is a world away. South America. This chiseling, this is the same culture. But I've seen that in Sumer as well. Okay, super interesting. Considering it's in Jordan as well. So this is like supposed to be from biblical times, I'm guessing, isn't it? Wow, okay, that's quite a big, expansive wall. God, all right, there's a dude there with a pith helmet on. In case anything falls from the sky, lands on him. It shows to protect your head from the sun, the soul. Okay. I think that's a British soldier dressed as an Arab, though. The size of these stones. How are they moving these things? Is it geopolymer, like, or is it fossilized wood? Which is another, school of thought, because some of these cathedrals, classical cathedrals, Gothic cathedrals, the detail in them could be that it is carved and then it's fossilized. So I'm back for a minute. Let's have a look. 525 you in the house. Awesome to see you on a Flaterday. I'm back. I'm going to share images of the week. Loads happening. So this Tuesday is the Flat Earth Social. You'll find that down below in the descriptions box. Myself, I'll be presenting, and there will be other truthers like Mark Devlin and Dave Murphy and myself and others are all going to be there. It's going to be jolly good. It'll be a good old crack for the flat earthers. Long live flat earth. Just imagine when it was finished. I try to imagine. It's just so massive. It must be for giants. Hi, Mike, Mickey Fish. Gary. Blue stones from Wales. Well, they say Presili Mountain's got the blue stones, don't they? That's in West Wales, where they build the Sarsen stones for Stonehenge, so they say. I don't know if any of that is even true. Vibes? Anymore. Okay, let's show you some more images. We're going to go through some of the Far East Tartaria, which are really interesting pictures. They're my images of the week, is what we're going to do next. Lost in Space. Exactly. Yeah, and then copper chisels as well. If you've used copper chisels, have a little bit. They blunt like literally after a few hits, and you got to keep sharpening them. They used to have sharpeners, they say in the official narrative. One to keep sharpening your chisel, passing it to you, and then that's their job, is sharpening your copper chisel. If that was the case, everywhere would have taken literally an eon to build. Makes no sense. Jeremiah, welcome. Salutations to yourself, kind sir. And Donna Marie. No, you are here in the house, which is awesome. Did not see that coming. No, nobody expects the Inquisition. Stickwater expands cracks, they say. Hulking, good to see you. Colossus, clunk. Somewhere in time. Good to see you, lovely. Okay, let's get back to some of the juice. Oh, Half Bliss. Yeah, in the 50s and that. There is a painting by Turner from the 1700s, which shows a wrecked Stonehenge. So it shows that there was something there, at least then. But yeah, it is a fact that they came along in the 50s and tarted it up. And again, before then, in First World War, in the 20s as well, they did some work on it. So yeah, it's Hollywood, isn't it? They tart these things up and they make some money out of them. It's not even UNESCO World Heritage Site anymore because they took a tunnel underneath of it, so it lost it's not even anything. So there's that. Welcome, Halista Media Dia, who's in the arc, Property Kim's in the house. So thank you everybody for being here on this groovy, wow, made it this far week. I hope some of the things that I say resonate with you, because I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can in this place. and saying it as I see it. I think it's invasion of the body snatchers. Okay, yeah. Don't worry about not having your friends. Keep a fucking away from them. Just hang around with us. Okay, this is a cool gang anyway. All right, we don't want any fucking thing from you. There's that. And that's the fucking problem with making friends, is most people are like, oh, what can I get from this person? Oh, this person, can I use their energy in some fucking way or form? Instead of just letting it be, enjoying their company and just having a groovy time, just being people. Do you know that one? There's another fucking problem that people got. Anyway, like I said, it's not about me. Right, I'm going to talk some more, and I'm going to show some pictures of Tokyo. Tokyo. Okay? And they've got Tartaria in Tokyo, but this city got completely decimated in the 1920s in a horrific earthquake, wiped it out completely. Then they rebuilt it back, only to be horrifically wiped out in time for 1945, which is awesome. Yeah. But don't worry about it, because what happens is this. Let me explain something to you. I tried to explain earlier. Is that with a reset, okay, what happens is it's hard to explain. Let me try. So lockdowns, remember them? So the reset of the lockdowns was really the people's silence and willingness to forget what happened. And hey ho, now what I see in their faces, I think, is an element of guilt. I do see that, and with some, the look on their face of, oh my God, what did I do? I see that a lot. Oh, it's too late now. I invested in full narcissism. I may as well go with it full hog. There's that as well. I see that a lot. Oh, fuck. Anyway. The collective memory, anyway, after each reset is wiped for a good reason, is what I think. That's what I'm learning. Let's move on. Look at Tartaria in Tokyo. But I have done a video about the original occupants of Japan not being Japanese people, but Caucasian. And there's photographs of them as well. So the willingness after an event, okay, so world news events, deaths of people, this, that, the other, and the willingness to just forget about it, fuck everyone else, and just move on. This weird exclusion in the mind of what really is going on. It is like a serious Stockholm syndrome. The longer that goes on, the trippier things are going to get. People need to wake the fuck up. Yeah, mainstream media is spinning you a yarn. You got to just know your television is a brainwashing machine. My mother, sorry to go on about my mother, but she fucking knew like about brainwashing and just told me everything really early on, like 8-year-old, 7-year-olds. She told me about cults. Yeah, she warned me about the Jovas, the Moonies, fucking all of them. She said, they get in your head. She said, don't read the Bible. It's fucking brainwashing. She said, it gets in your heads. They use words. She knew about words. It gets in your heads. It's a neuro-linguistic programming. She didn't say that, but she completely understood past syntax, all of it, how they get into consciousness with language. She knew all of that, man. And I fucking, wow, it took me a lifetime to catch up. So yeah, that's not Tartaria, is it? It looks like Melbourne railway station, doesn't it? Just insane quality. I think that actually is a railway station as well. So what you need for the reset, okay, apart from your mud flood, your liquefaction of ground, and possibly plasma. And plasma's caused through various means, but one really good means is a volcanic event. And to reset the place properly and quickly, right, several well-placed on ley lines volcanic eruptions. They are ancient mechanisms for recycling, and they will happen again. And I do think that volcanoes that are dormant are only asleep, and I do think that they can be awakened, and I think that they will awaken. And I will go as far as to say that I think there will be a volcanic eruption before the end of the year. Probably Santorini. The ancient cities, though, they're pulsating. They're pulsating with Antiquitech and the sacred geometry that was housed in and making them living buildings. And it is linked to our consciousness. You know, like there's no distance, there's no separation between us and these devices. And I'm saying, I think that we, as a collective consciousness, will reactivate this grid system, this sacred geometrical grid system, and the entire world will light the fuck up. Like Celestine prophecy, like it used to be when this thing was built. Can you imagine walking up them stairs in the golden era? Maybe that was covered in gold. And what is it that they know? What is the wisdom of the Buddhas and the wisdom of all of it? What are the essential fucking nuts and bolts of what they know? The source code, the code. What is it, the code? That all is mind and all is illusion. And that is it. And whatever you think is the world mirrored back at you. So you've got to, literally, not got to, just if you're joyful and you know, you're not really in it, because I'm not in it myself. I'm here to learn. I'm here to help. And I'm here to just do the best I can while I'm here, is what I've decided. That's what I'm doing anyway, because I'm on a mission from God. I think, anyway. Could be wrong. But I very much doubt it. So, oh my God, look at these spaghetti skywires. Spaghetti skywires. Look at the lovely little bit of tartaria going on there. God, it looks like Carolinas. So there's Tokyo, but like I said, the people who built that, I don't think we're the Chinese, Japanese. And China, Tartaria, China. Now, China's got a lot of colonial buildings, but you would see that in places like Vietnam and stuff, because it was Indochina, wasn't it? So, so this is all over China. You can see beautiful buildings, look a bit Italian looking, maybe. Beautiful, refined gardens. But I imagine China in the past, like the Chinese people are super. I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. They're not really like us, are they? But I like them. I think they're all right. The leaders are a bit weird, but all the leaders are weird. You know, like white leaders are weird. They're all fucking weird. So what we got here is a right bunch of weirdy guns. Look at this guy. Yeah, he looks like Tom Hardy, the actor. They got lovely boots as well, then leather slip-on and off boots. So yeah, they none of them were Chinese at all, but they're probably the Brits over there getting. You want to buy some of this sticky stuff? And they're like, yeah, of course. I'll give you some sticky rice. And then it's like literally opium. And then they're like a couple of tokes later, they're coming back, scratching their arm, going, what was that? It's bloody good, that, isn't it? Feeling ill, though. And then they're all addicted. It took 2 wars to get them off hook. You know, find what they like. Find what they like and give them loads of it. It's a bit like the internet, isn't it, heroin? Yeah, get them all hooked with the fluffy stuff and then turn it into nasty razor blades of mind control and MK Ultra. But to be honest with you, it's bound to happen because more people watch YouTube than the whole of like Netflix, mainstream media, or Hollywood, or all of that combined. More people watch YouTube. So where are they going to do all of that weird magic? Of course. And the truth of community, well, they're like sort of the, you know, you could interpret it as being a last resistance of humanity, couldn't you, really? Because most of the resistance, or the people who resist the empire out there, are actually under the employ of the empire. Because hardly anything gets through unsanctioned, because that usually just is dealt with, isn't it? So there's that. I don't know. There's a lion. And it's going to roar. Not like Katy Perry's bank balance. So yeah, they chucked her away as well, haven't they? I forced myself a little bit to watch Russell Brand this morning, only because he's been banging on about like the riots in Britain at Bell Hotel. So I thought I'd have a little gander. Anyway, he's sucking up with Tony Robson, and he's having a meeting with him next week, and he's mentioning some of his court case anomalies, and he's trying to he's trying to put his weird eyes into the camera. So look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Look, I'm telling the truth. So like, obviously I've sat here with my son watching it, and we was like, yeah. So what he does here is he can only say what they tell him to say. He's the mouthpiece for them. It's the warnings, because everything that he does is laced with a big fucking fat stick of fear, because that's what the business is fear. And like the rest of them, the hierarchy of truthers, what they call them, I could mention a few names. It's little bits of truth. They can't tell you, what I tried to tell you. They wouldn't tell you that. Truth mixed with lies. So there's that. So yeah, awakening consciousness. That's my game. I think definitely onto it early as well. I think we definitely beat the game actually. It feels that way. It's just I get lost and think, oh, hang on, it's not really coming along the way I thought it was, but it is coming along the way I thought it was, and better even. Listen, people get what they deserve in this fucking reality. Really, it's not a difficult one to be kind, is it? Like, I'm not being horrible. It's just treat everyone equally nice. It's not a difficult one to do, is it? And I notice as well that everything seems to be really immature as well. The internet's no different. So what we need to do as a people is grow the fuck up, all of us. Try and get on and make for a better world, because it's going to go in ways that none of us are going to want to witness. None of us are going to want to see. We want safety. We want to feel safe. We want to go to bed at night, not be fucking worried. And that's not what they are pushing for. They want instability, and they're making it happen. These are interesting looking little plants. That's a beautiful house. I bet it's absolutely fantastic inside. I bet they cook really nice soup. I'm trying to think of a Chinese meal then. I tell you what, though, they know about Antiqua clothes. That's silk. Imagine how yummy that feels on. Whoa! I bet he could pick up Radio Caroline with them antennas. Wow. No, that's a happy hat. But yeah, yummy clothes. And they got a nice big sort of, I'm guessing it's like colonial type of house, isn't it? Ooh, definitely colonial. So yeah, they got a weird, unique style of building of the Chinese. They're not really in the same camp as the Westerners. Their stuff's all in wood, arty-farty, all carved nicely, as you can see. And they do stone stuff. Obviously, they're supposed to have built that wall, wouldn't they? But that wasn't them, was it? Because that was the Phoenicians, wasn't it? Like this. Window tax, I guess, is it? Window tax. So, nice entrance to what is, I bet you, a military compound. Christian churches. China. I think I got the China syndrome. But this is their bit. This is their effort at fucking building. I don't know. I managed to get that infrastructure together of today. Maybe they sent the Irish over and they did it for them on the quiet, moonlighting the way they do. So yeah, there's their high street. Nice guard towers. You need them, especially in the Boxer Rebellion, which could have been leading up to this moment. Let's have a little mag up on that human being there. Looks like a lady in a short dress. No, it's not. No, it's not. She's got trousers on. But it's a lady. Ding dong, ding dong. Yeah, so what a load of bleeding crap this road is. You've got puddles of water, only the little bit you can use in the middle. So, yeah, what happened then? So back then, they couldn't get shit together, and now they got these yummy highways and stuff. Like I said, somebody else is obviously building it for them. Maybe they got the gypsies over to do it for them. All their stuff's wooden stuff, see? Not Antiquitech, though. But it's pretty, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's nice pagoda-y. They got nice tiles. Again, you know, they don't do the old Greco-Meccano columns. Oh, they built this wall. Okay, nice one, China. You're as good at building walls as you are at football, at soccer. Which is not bad, actually. Oh my God, this looks like it might be astronomical. It is. We got some astronomical arrays. You can stand up there and look at the sky and say, look, there's a light in the sky. And then the other person will go, oh yeah, there's another light. And then another person will go, look, there's loads of lights. And then everyone's looking up at the sky, noticing that there's loads of lights. Because that's all they are. Lights in the sky. So yeah, the Boxer Rebellion was a terrible thing, wasn't it? Not as bad as, I don't know. Can we really do death toll tallies? I think Chairman Mao was pretty good at it, wasn't he? They all love Chairman Mao, though. See what I mean with Stockholm Syndrome? Oh, we only killed like 40 million of us. It's probably for our best. We love him. Because you say anything bad about the old Chairman Mao, they still love fucking Lenin in Russia. Lenin! They're still banging on about bleeding Trotsky. No, they are. They think it's groovy. It's like a niche. It's like a niche to be. Communism always ends up in death camps and ultimate misery, and there's always like corruption and the Politburo, and obviously everyone else is a slave. They take what they want from you. You have no energy, and they don't even give you the goodies. Imagine that level of gaslighting back in the day, right? When you got East Germany, and believe you me, I've been to all these countries, East Germany, fucking Poland, Russia, Albania, back in the communist days, even Yugoslavia back in the day. And we represented, because I was from Britain, wealth they couldn't even imagine. Honestly, it was just like they were just so fucking skint. And what a way of gaslighting when you're like in, say, east of Berlin, and everyone on the other side is fucking doing yoki-koki and having a great old time, knees at Mother Brown, and you're queuing all day for a jar of bleeding pickles and a crusty old bread, because that's basically what they were doing in East Germany and, you know, communist countries, which sucked. What is the matter with communists? Did you not fucking get the message? Don't get anything good going on. Yeah? You got to make your own vodka. The fashion of the Cold War. Let's look at the fashion of the Cold War. Do you want me to tell you what happened? They put it all in bags and they gave it out to the population of 2025, because that's what's happening. I've just realized everybody is wearing Cold War clothing from East Germany back in the day. That's what everyone's wearing at the moment, guys. Fucking tripped me up, that is. It's just so, whoa, look at that. I bet that's a tree trunk. Everything's a tree trunk. Yeah. No islands on flat Earth. It's a giant's top of a giant's head. Okay. It's probably not. Oh, it's a nice little valley with a little cottage. That'd be nice to get away from everybody. You could have claymore mines all the way around your house, machine gun positions, just in case anyone wants to knock your door, try and sell you some shit. Yeah. It's really annoying. Did I tell you I bought a Bible once, but I kept the receipt, so I took it back. Just wasn't my thing, really. Oh, torture, yeah. That is so Chinese, isn't it? Bit like Yoko Ono singing, isn't it? So yeah, stocks. We got rid of stocks in Britain, at least in the Middle Ages. So yeah, so what is bad about stocks? What happens to you? So you can't scratch your nose. Is that it? You can stick your hand up there and go like that, though, guys. What else? People throw cabbages and tomatoes at you, is it? So it doesn't look all that bad to me. I can think of loads worse tortures than the stocks, guys. Melty plastic. That's pretty bad. Flamethrowers. They're pretty bad too. Anyway, we've all seen Reservoir Dogs, haven't we? Just use your imagination. Okay. Don't know what that thing is. It's a lamp, isn't it? So he looks like he's a boss. Yeah. And I'm not saying all bosses are bastards. He might be all right. I'm sure he's all right. Okay. Kung Fu training. This is where they trained Bruce Lee. Kimotage. Yeah. It's where Doctor Strange lives. It's just British royal brats, I think, or something. But it could be Dutch. Because it's Dutch East Indies. Okay. French East Indies. French Indochina. Whoa, check out fucking ninjas. Listen, these are real ninjas. He's going, how? Just like North American Indians. Same language. Same thing going on. They look proper stoned too. Look at him. Okay, now look at him. He looks like he's from Brooklyn or something. But they look like a nice bunch of chaps. They look really friendly. I wouldn't mind hanging around with them for an hour. I wouldn't feel out of place or anything. They look really happy. What do you reckon? Live and let die, guys. Live and let die. And then after that, there'll be live and let. No, there was another. They had a sequel anyway. Tartaria. Never Say Never Again. Which is when Sean Connery came back as a 70-year-old and tried to do James Bond things badly. What's your favourite James Bond? Didn't like Timothy Dalton myself. George Lazenby. Nah, not really. I think there's only one James Bond really in there, guys. Roger Moore. Pierce Brosnan was a good Bond. I liked Pierce Brosnan, but the one now is the best. Everybody knows that. Daniel Craig. They're going to have a gay Bond next. Gay Bond, and probably, don't know, they might not have. I hope they don't gender up the old James Bondage. That was one good British thing. You know what I mean? We had like spy tools. That's what we need. We need intrigue. Maybe we should, swap nuclear secrets on park benches like we used to do back in the 70s in Hampstead. Let's do something like that. Exchange secrets. That's not even real, is it? No. Okay. It just sounds exciting, that's all. Then you could have a car chasing. Oh, I don't know, Lubyanka. On the streets of Bratislava. Yeah, on the cobbles. Being chased by dodgy Eastern European people with guns. But that's all right, because you're from Cardiff. So you stayed on the corner. Yeah, when they come on the corner. Batter them both. Did you like my little movie? Yeah. I ripped it off a bit from a Michael Caine film I seen once, The Odessa File. I took little clips from that. I was hoping you would notice. Don't worry. Doesn't matter. So, see these shields? They ain't going to stop shit because they're made of hay, grass, basically. But they literally weave the grass so tight that it can stop bullets. 1883 at Tartarian Street. Look at you, China, go. Woohoo. And I thought you were living in these little Chinese houses and stuff. Yeah? Look at you go. So these look very European, don't they? So they just sit around, don't they? And the women always just like sit there with an umbrella so they don't get scorchoed. We've seen the movies, haven't we? Like Robinson Crusoe. Yeah. Took ages to get into a bikini on Robinson Crusoe. Gilligan's Island, then birds on there, especially the ginger one. Yeah. How long did it take before they actually got into bikinis and stuff? Not that I was studying it and waiting for that moment, but I'm just saying, how long? A good, don't worry. So they got nice stuff, haven't they? Let's have a look at these. These look a bit elite, don't they? This our woman. Is this Marie Curie? Looks a bit Marie Curie, don't it? I think it's Marie Curie. Yeah, it might not be. I can't think of another name. Oh, I'm still snotty. Beer at tartarian in there. But it's all good because I'm going to spread my germs everywhere I go. Okay. Because I'm going to infect the whole world. I love you all so much. That is like a copy of Venice, isn't it? That's what the world looked like, the old expositions. Anyway. Flaterday, and I'm back. It is pretty, HWMO Liberty. 470. Thank you for being here this week, guys. And thank you for being for live. I'm here in the real world, in real time, real humanity. Not AI. I'm not AI. I've not been cloned. I know what you're thinking. You went to Venice, it got weird, you got cloned. I didn't get cloned. I got the fucking flu, though. Because freaking right run me down, that did. And all that. To watch her. So Charles M. Schwab's residence. I think this is Daddykins or uncle of Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. I think it is, you know. The one that plagiarized my Great Reset title on my book. And it made out that he had it first when he never. You know that guy? What if I could sue Klaus Schwab? Because I could definitely prove it on the timestamp page. It's got a few squid, are you? I think he's retired now anyway. But yeah, they had a big fuck off the tartarian house on New York's Fifth Avenue, along with the neighbours, the Vanderblitz. So what happened in St. Peter's Square? There is St. Peter's Basilica, a load of churchy types, a tram car, and this woman seems to be escorted, like something's happened to her. And then there's all these train tracks and all this shit going on. Anybody? Well, what looks a bloody mess, don't it? So obviously they did a load of work here at some stage. But wow, what a mess. This is nature showing you that it's a matrix. This is nature showing you that it ain't real. Saltpeter. Oh, this came up. Jason would like this one. Phoenix, device of Cardinal Trent. And I did read into Cardinal Trent as well this week. This was his emblem. But saying device does definitely suggest device, doesn't it? Like Phoenix is a device. But I'm sure Jason's seen that many times. This is a picture of, I think it is in Holland. And they have star forts all the way up here. Star fortage. Star fortage. Star fortage. La Prince Maurice. So this could be, I think this is Belgium. It's got my name there, Martinus. And a nice Antiquitech building. It's an old mappage, but it's definitely something going on with the Aquatech this year. Looks like it's a man-made feeder. So yeah, the Parthenon in Rome. Yeah, this thing's not 2,000-year-old. And that concrete on the top, I would say it is modern-ish. I think they've been spinning us a yarn about Rome, you know. Nobody gave a shit like 100 years ago, but it's very marketable, the Roman thing. Togas, orgies, always very, gets people interested. They hear that, oh, what was that? That sounded interesting. And then they'll have a nose. So what else do you know the Romans for? Gladiatorial things. So men duffing one another up. Christians being fed the lions. Standard, yeah. And these are the things you get from Rome, isn't it? That's what you hear, isn't it? You know, Julius Caesar. And who gives a fuck? Julia, who gives a fuck? It's what we want. We want Famos back. As you can see, Famos is inky. Famos is inky. And he comes along and he's like, you load of little guys. But these are all mystics. And they're actually magically more powerful than him. They can literally just, you know, turn him upside down and empty his pockets. Or his dinner money. Get his dinner money off him. Beat him up. Okay. What happens when you live in the desert and you never see water? You're never going to know what you look like until like Narcissus seen himself in the pond and he's like, ooh, what's that? I noticed, I was watching a magpie in the window seeing its reflection the other day, and I was quite intrigued with wondering whether it knew it was itself or that it was another magpie. I think he thought it was another magpie. It's like, whoa, you're sexy. But he was looking at himself. So there's that. And these chicks are like just checking themselves out. Like they didn't really know they were beautiful before now. They're like, wow, I'm better than you, aren't I? It's like, yeah. Who do you think's the prettiest then? Oh, it's definitely Lilith. It's like, yeah, she is. Who do you think's the most whore-like then? You were going to say Lilith, weren't you? No, it's Daphne. Okay. Daphne of Scooby-Doo. That shocked you, didn't you? Because you thought she was the librarian type. Let me tell you about librarian. No, don't even worry. This is a Swiss bridge that was designed by William Burgess, the famous architect, in 1878. And this moved in 1927. It was demolished in 1963. Unfortunately, 4 years before I was born. Now there's a shitty little wooden bridge by here. Why did they take that away? Well, maybe it's because the roof is glistening with antiquity. So yeah, there's loads of little treasures in Cardiff. That's where I live. It's Wales. Victorian tenement blocks. They had these in Glasgow, London, places like Brooklyn, and they're all the same all over the world. These are really old, I think. I don't think these are Victorian structures. They're mud flooded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of them are 10-story masonettes and just blocks where thousands have lived throughout time. And this is an old world block, is what I think. Ronnie Cray's a bit of a psycho, isn't he? Look at that, yeah. Except like he wants to touch you in inappropriate ways. Okay, down below. Okay, apart from that, he wants to literally smash your head in with a hammer. Oh, there's Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks, yeah, she is a girl, and she's Welsh. And I'm not going to listen to rumours ever again, though, because I don't like it. I think Rumours is a gay album. I think it's for gay people. Sorry, I'm just saying it is. The Chain's pretty good, though. That's not gay, though, is it? That's pretty. Nah, I got that wrong. Anyway, what do you think? Gorgeous God, and he's knighting Mary for her astounding work with getting knocked up without actually getting any, really, which is really weird. But it happened. There's the Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin. I wonder if that's... Look at these. He's doing, look, smell my fingers. They all are. What a bloody... He's writing stuff down. Do you know when he writes stuff down in a red book? You know what that is, don't you? He's going to grass you up for anything that you've ever done. That's what them lot do. Just grasses. Do you mind moving back? No, you can't get in my taxi. Yeah? 10 types of weirdness, guys. Yeah, this is an old Roman beam that they just... It's in York, but they're just showing you and keeping it there. Seeing the Romans did that 2,000 years ago.
Oh, I love a Mott and Bailey. This is a good old Arab Mott and Bailey. Looks like you've got a couple of Union Jacks. The Brits are over on holiday. You know, they're going to Ismar on holiday. Going to smash it up. You don't want to like go on holiday and not wreck the place. That would be totally insulting, wouldn't it? And it would give Britain a bad name as well. Which wouldn't want, would we? So yeah, this is a nice little map of Lisbon. Sure, I think this is shortly before it was utterly destroyed by some strange anomalous event that they said was an earthquake and a tsunami. But the tsunami came from behind as well. It's up on a hill, isn't it, Lisbon? But it was the richest port, one of the richest ports in the world, and got completely decimated twice. This is in Westminster Abbey, and it's supposed to be one of the oldest doors. It's like a 1,000-year-old door or something. Yeah. It's not got a good knocker, though, is it? I'd have a nice, big, nice brass, flashy-looking lion thing if you had a few quid to knock out on a fucking door like that. You may as well have a nice knocker. Nice pair of knockers. I think this is a Fabergé brooch from the 1800s, and it's of a little hand. Yeah, so it's a brooch. You know what brooches are. What it is, it's like a thing, right? And women put it on them like that with a pin, and they're called brooches. I don't know, trippy. This is another Venice of the North. I've been here twice, and I would go here again. Bruges. Have you ever seen the film In Bruges? Cracking little film that is. You have got a chance to see it, and it shows you Bruges, and it is very Venetian-like. It's like a cross between Little Amsterdam and Venice, without the tax cops. Do you know Venice got tax cops? They pull you in the street and say if you've like paid any money. The Welsh in Pennsylvania, there's a book out there that talks about, like, the first capital of America was in Pennsylvania, and the first, like, fact that George Washington, the non-first president, he was Welsh. He was from a Welsh clan. So, yeah, there's a definite big splattering of Welshness to the whole of American things. I hope they one day understand that we are all Welsh together. Or we have a big kutch off. Jimi Hendrix. See, if I ever did get buried, I'd want a voodoo child played in the church. But they wouldn't allow it, would they? Because it's called Voodoo Child. Anyway, Voodoo Child, yeah. I'd play the guitar with my teeth. So, yeah, Jimmy came here a couple of times. I never got to see him again. I was in November 23rd. I was a month old when Jimmy played. So you can see the obvious problem with me getting in. And the Who as well. I'd love to see the original Who. A couple of days after my birthday. Sophia Gardens, that was a brilliant concert hall, that was, but the roof fell in that big snow in the 1980s, and they had a roller disco in there, and everybody went through the roof and took a pair of skates, and every kid in Cardiff had free roller skates after the great Sophia Gardens roof collapse. It's very dystopic, isn't it? There's the world they want for us, Blade Runner, but it's not. It's obelisks of the old world which will reactivate. Ooh. And this is the river running dry. Which happens? The river Tiber runs dry. I've seen it. I've been over it. This was how we used to get music in the past. They're called record shops. What we did, we went in them and we looked at music, and then you'd see a girl who was looking at albums. Then you go up, stand next to her, and pretend that you liked her music. Oh, yeah, it's a great album, that Human League. I've listened to that. Oh, really? Do you like it? Yeah, it's really good. I'm just saying, this stuff was practiced back in the day. This is the oldest record shop in the world, or was. Spiller's Records. Now it's fucking closed down. They sell Dr. Martin boots. At least they're keeping in with the skinhead theme. I would like to be able to purchase this place and reopen the oldest bookshop in the record shop in the world. I guess someone really famous to open it as well. It was really good on guitar. Someone like, they're all dead, aren't they? Is there anyone really good? Phil X. He's good. Phil X on the guitar. We'd have him. So studies show psilocybin slows down cellular aging in human cells and increased lifespan. No fucking shit, Sherlock. So here they are. They can't swim for toffee. They can't swim for toffee. They can't. Look at them. They all are like truly scrumptious off of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, don't they? Do you remember truly scrumptious? She's truly scrumptious. Do you know? No Chitty Chitty Bang Bang moments? Love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's one of the best films ever made. What are you saying, Bob Sykes? Once bumped into Adamant. Did you? He's a fucking strange one, isn't he? I tell you who's touring at the moment is Alice Cooper. He was in Cardiff this week, I think. He's still fucking cracking them out after 50 years. And I don't mind a bit of Alice Cooper, though, I gotta be honest. For criminal acts and violence on the stage, for being a brat and refusing to act your age, you can go to hell. Good acid back then, guys. So, the end of the globe is near. Okay, so what happens now, right, soon, is there's a whole new paradigm where people will not be believing about spinny balls and big bangs by fucking Jesuits and all that weirdness will be gone. Then it'll just be us doing us, getting on with it, and not really giving a fuck about all that mind control stuff, because that takes us totally away from where we're supposed to be going, all of that globey thinking. Again, another weird cult. So yeah, this building is so amazing. It's all of the juices up on the roof. Again, disproportionate tartarian building, but I love it. Look at it. All that shit on top. You may ask yourself why. Nobody's ever going to look up there. But they are, because they're floating around in balloons. Or zero-G underpants. So they were into pure good psychic stuff back in the day. I wouldn't mind they had like psychic experiment club I could go to on a Wednesday, telekinesis club on a Thursday, that stuff. I'd fucking go. They ain't got none of that, but they did in the past. The greatest psychic sensation, right? Samara S. Miss Baldwin. She could guess shit in the crowd. No con. This is real. I love mesmeric transportals. Mesmer and his machine, which I think was something to do with electricity. But apparently women would get, in a certain state, let's just say that, which was unpopular publicly. Times move on. And I'll show what that one does, but Nemesis X, the Martha Morpheus. I think that's something to do with dead people being brought back from the dead. What else have they got? The Lism lady. Oh, that's contortionism, is it? I like contortionism. That's good too. Secrets of the Hypnotism. No, I watched Our Man Flint the other day, James Colburn. James Colburn, Our Man Flint, who's a special kind of genius and speaks dolphin. Like, I can't speak dolphin. He's got a watch that you can hypnotize people with. Wouldn't that be fucking brilliant? Yeah. And no, you wouldn't go around hypnotizing women and stuff, guys, because that would be really wrong. Okay. What else you got? Barnum, TPT Barnum. Yeah, he did business with Satan. Close business associate. Le Doctor. So somebody literally summons up, buffets up the devil on stage, which made a lot of people scream. Houdini. What can Houdini do? Oh, he can hypnotize ladies. For a shilling's worth of magic, Professor Mr. Anderson, great wizard of the North. Tricks to be learned in the train. So yeah, fucking hell, yeah, brilliant stuff going on in the past. It's totally rubbish now. Bring some of it back. So yeah, these are a kooky bunch, aren't they? So basically, when you're an elite brat and you go into an Ivy League school and you're entitled, you can join a weird club. And I think it's something to do with, again, gayness. I don't know. I might be wrong. And yeah, it's a serious absence of women in these clubs, I've noticed. It's just like all boys together. It's not shit. Talking about boy stuff. Fucking hell. Brilliant. Totally fucking riveting. They just talk about boring stuff. They talk about fighting. They talk about fighting, don't they? You know, they talk about bullshit all day fucking long, a lot of them. Oh, they're all like great campaigners for humanity, except when it fucking actually comes to it. Yeah, that's what I notice constantly. You know. Don't worry about the future, guys. They're all fucking sissies. We got this. We literally, I'm not even had, and I could just duff everybody up right now because they're all big fucking wobblers. Honestly. So brilliant. I'm like fucking Bruce Lee at the moment. You know, Bob? They are trees, Kathy, lovely. So, yeah, somebody sent in my comments, what do you think of Devil's Tower? Do you think that is possibly a tree trunk? Well, I can't get my head around, like, obviously 6 Malai trees, because that would be, like, into, like, that cold stuff at the top. And, you know, I think it frees up, like, and crack and dry and stuff. But proper high, and I think there were massive trees, and I think they probably used the wood of them in some of the buildings where they carved into classical architecture, like Gothic cathedrals made from giant trees that are solidified. How do you know? If you think it, it can happen. Okay, that's the problem with this place, is because there's finite, you know, the field of infinite possibilities, ideas. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, they've only got like X amount of things that they can think, and then they hit a fucking brick wall. That's where I'm different. Yeah, I can literally, there's not even a wall from my thought patterns. I can literally think anything, and it's wonderful. No parameters to my thought. This is the Ottoman Pass on the Crimea. And I've shown many evidence of this incredible valley before. See the ancient walls? And it is an old quarry. And it's not a conspiracy quarry. It is a quarry. And what you see with Ottoman Pass is staircases going inside of this, what I think is a melted building. Windows. Anyway, we've seen it in the past. One of the best films ever is Time Bandits, as you can see here. All the dreams you've ever had, and not just the good ones. Oh, right. But look at this. The dome, the sky, the Matrix. The whole thing is there. You know, the 13th floor fucking glitchy out thing out there that we got. Pretending there's a fucking sky there. I don't like the moon. No, I don't. Sorry. I was thinking about it the other day. It's shit. What's it fucking doing there anyway? It's gaslighting us, isn't it? Yeah? I think the moon's gay. Look at it. It's gay to me. Not that there's anything wrong with gay moons. I'm just saying. Fucking, I don't like it. Fuck off. All right, next week I might be completely different and thinking, yeah, the moon's really groovy. But at the moment, it's just, I don't like it. Boring. You should do something. Pulsate, maybe. Fucking grow legs, do a tap dance, anything. So buildings were based on the human body, like living buildings, as you can see here. I do not speak, I think that's Jewish, isn't it? Something. But anyway, buildings were living. So yeah, I think that people couldn't swim in the past. It's like this guy's, they're doing like swimming lessons. And he jumps in sideways and he's like, fucking drowning. And no matter how hard he tries, he just can't swim. I think it's something to do with post-reset air, that people can't swim. I don't think people were swimming in the past. I don't. I just really don't think people were swimming. I don't know why. So, yeah, this has been going on, these crop circles, for a long time. There's a report here, the Mowing Devil of Hertfordshire. Okay, down somewhere near Southampton Way. And he was like a little devil. 1678 in Lichfield. Crop circles. So they're still ongoing. I still haven't seen one with thine own eyes. I would love to. I mean, I'm always in that part of the world. I will be next week. So I'm going to intend to see a crop circle, which would be really nice. Here's some Manly Hall, hermetic, alchemical pictures. A lovely Welsh dragon here, but without the real legs and just a tail. And brilliant, right? Do you know homunculus? I didn't know this, right? You don't need full bits of people. Say you had an unfortunate accident with your postman, right? And then he ended up in loads and loads of bits, okay? Then you could put him in a big vial, get the sun, which is okay, still like the sun, the moon, rays, yeah? And then it's born again a whole new human being from pieces. See, you just didn't even know that, did you, until now? Well, I learned this from alchemical books, okay? It ain't over till it's over. And even being in bits and pieces, yeah, like the song says, bits and pieces might not be that bad. Okay? Okay, well, we got a dragon eating its tail on the chemical terms. So the recipe for this is a crown, 4 doves, bit of sun and moonlight, and a bit of dragon. And then it will bring this horse back to life because it looks proper dead, doesn't it? All of this, like 400 years ago at least as well, right? And it's so trippy and weird. But it is a recipe that you can follow at home. But I can't guarantee whatever you're going to make. You might make a homunculus, which would be nice if it's female. And you might make a bomb accidentally, or even, yeah, punch a wormhole through into another dimension accidentally in your kitchen, letting through like massive demons. Do you know when I had the flu? I was really ill. I didn't go to the toilet for like 4 days. Guess what happened? I shit out a demon. No, I did. I'm cleansed. I literally shit out a demon. Okay. And now I'm just like brand new now. Maybe this is what you all need to shit your demons out, is what you need to do. And then you'd be cleansed. It was like evil monster, demon, black goo. In 1870, Alfred Ely, guess where I live? Where I'm from, Ely Beach. Secretly built a subway tunnel under Broadway. Look at you. Powered by air. And station had chandeliers, a pianist. Oh, nice. Sit, wait for your train. A bit of fucking Mantivani. And goldfish pond. Nice if you've got the munchies. It's amazing. New York, isn't it? All of that below New York. This is where arch criminals actually hang out. Like the Joker. So, yeah. Build great expositions. When you're bored with it, took enough money now, sold tickets, we're going to take it all down. All of the statues, yeah, we're going to lay them all out on the ground and we're going to lose them later somewhere. Where are you going to lose these? You're going to dump them in the bay? All the bits of the exposition. Makes no sense. Dump them in the bay. So what, you built that massive statue there and then it's like ripped out and it's put in somewhere where they got to lose it. Lose all of this shit, basically. Curious and curious, I said Alice. So this is Cardiff Castle. But as you can see, it's covered in ivy at this stage. But all of this bit was supposed to be built in the 1860s by Burgess. Again, I don't get it. Don't look like that anymore. Let me tell you. Boston City Hall was a beautiful tartarian building back in the day. Look. Mud floody. Alive. And they built this piece of shit then. Terrible, isn't it? Fucking brutal. See, when you look up at a building like that, it's like, oh, it's enriching, unless it's the courthouse. It's enriching to the soul, isn't it? You think, oh, it's bloody lovely, that building. Look how pretty that is with its bloody loveliness. And then you look at that and you think, oh, I want to go to the toilet. So when I go into the toilet, do you know in the Nuremberg rallies, you got 500,000 people all like watching Hitler walking down that long path. And then Hitler, like a rock star, is flicking his hair like hair flick. Yeah, because he's a fucking rock star, yeah. And everyone's the guy, Kyle, you know this number? Okay. Where did they all go toilet? Did they have Porto cabin toilets outside of the Nuremberg events? Do you ever wonder where they all go toilet? No. Well, I think they might have had them. Something was going on. There's Mary getting enunciated by Gabriel, by a UFO. So yeah, this is a day out on a car in the past. You get everyone on the roof, called a shadowbang sometimes. You could get like 50 people on the roof. I wonder if it ever turned over and everyone got like crushed and stuff. Now, them wheels are big, aren't they? Look at the size of them. Tractors are good. I love tractor wheels. Now, they said when I was young, if you look at porn mags all of the time, you go cross-eyed. So guess what's happened? It's true as well, isn't it? My mother said as well is if you go cross-eyed messing around and the wind changes, your eyes will stay like it. And never look at a cockeyed person first thing in the morning. It's bad luck. Okay? If the first person you see is cockeyed and he's smiling at you, saying, gurning, saying, "Aya," or anything like that, don't look at him. Avert your eyes from the cockeyes. Okay? And if you are cockeyed yourself, okay, I do apologize. It's only for entertainment, but you can see that this guy, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's going to die anyway, you know, hideously. Yeah, but he's got a nice big machine gun, which is fucking awesome. He's got a Playboy mag and a machine gun. Probably got a load of weed because he's in Vietnam. It's not all that bad, guys. Now, what happens to the face of, right, this is where they tarted up or built, okay, the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, that's the one. And there it is there, right? So it's a chick, it's not a chick, it's a Lucifer, it's a dude. What about this face here? Again, looks like Parker, who is the butler for Lady Penelope, who keeps showing up all over reality. So it's got horns, 2 horns. Why has the Statue of Liberty got a face like that and it's looking right at you? Anybody? A little bit unnerving? A bit weird? Well, I seen it. I thought, wow, that's fucking trippy. That's what I thought. Yeah, that they put this in a corner of Central Park, and then people could go, basically have a cup of tea under a cubicle that was below it. Look at the silver nails. I wonder if they're on there in the modern day. Like the silver nails. That's weird. But yeah, the face on that. What the hell is going on with that? It's a really ugly version. Looks like Lucifer, all right. Look at this for the ghetto blaster. This is in the 1930s. It's a gramophone radio. You see the valves, crystals, yumminess, amplifier. Check out the speakers. Literally, it'd make your hair blow back, that will. Thumping bass line. Listen, We don't even know what music they had in the past. It must have been absolutely fantastic. Imagine a bit of like the blues, for example, coming out of there. Yeah. Like when the levee breaks, original. That's a good little song. So I read the other day that Elvis was bisexual. I know I obviously can't cast aspersions about that, but he definitely did like have weird sort of sexual tastes, as in young people. And there he is, one burger short of a death, and what a wasted life. He had all the best things in the world. He was a fucking prisoner. He didn't do anything really. And then this. So I was going to say, oh, it's really, really sad, but I don't actually give a fuck. So I'm just showing you what a fat blob he turned into. Yeah, I'm a fat blob. And this is when religion goes nuts. They don't do this too much brainwashing in the modern day, but this would be great if you've done flat earth in lights, by the way. Play cleaners to do it. Leave the lights on. Crosses. Yeah. You look up and just crosses. And if you're laying, good thing is, right, if you're laying down in the road and you look up, the cross will be upside down. So this guy's opened the smallest shop in the world, and it's a little shoe shop here in London in his little mud flood basement. Isn't that cute? But you got to stand there because there's actually no more room. That's just all the space. This is a use for the old people before they die, guys. Bring back the canals and get them to pull barges. No, it gives them something to live for. Yeah, like value, and it'll keep them fit, cardiovascular and stuff. Well, I think it's a great idea. Get them working. So televisions. No, I've had some unusual happenings with televisions when I was younger. And as you can see, I didn't glitch out like this child, but I did have unusual. We had a black and white telly, which once turned colour on me. That was weird. And me and my friend Paul were staring at the dots on the telly and decided to make our minds bring a channel in, which we decided to do. Let's just concentrate on it and bring a channel in. And next thing you know, there was like 6 men sitting around a table discussing shit. And it wasn't in TV times. I mean, it wasn't on the telly. And they were in English. It wasn't foreign. It was like, what the fuck is this? I've had really weird transmissions with old-fashioned tellies back in the day. Any of you had any unusual stuff with tellies back in the day? Well, television was invented, they say, by John Logie Beard, who was a psychic. His wife was a medium. And apparently the television, telekinetic, telekinesis, telepathic, was invented as a medium for communication with the other world. That's what the television was for. Now it's in people's rooms. Oh, this is where Russia caught up with America. They was literally smashed it. It's like, we have a McDonald's now. It's like, yeah, it's very good. It's a Big Mac. Yeah. And they do a little Cossack dance outside the McDonald's, and then 50,000 people joined a queue in Moscow. Fucking ridiculous. Look, it doesn't matter what country you're in. They are stupid. Just doesn't matter what country you're in. So these are brilliant. These are the Liberty ships. So in World War II, the Americans knocked up these ships to replace the ones that were taken out in the Murmansk runs, the North Atlantic runs. So between 1941 and 1945, they knocked out almost 3,000 Liberty ships, the Americans. Unprecedented. Never happened before, they reckon. They reckon at one stage, in max production, they were knocking out a battleship a day, a Liberty ship a day. Do you know how long it takes them to build a ship in a modern day? Like years. Liberty ships, fucking miracle. See necessity, when you need shit, anything can happen. Necessity. War is brilliant for bringing in. The mother of all necessity is war. Because you've got to procure, you've got to invent shit, you've got to get clever, quick. So apparently this photograph wasn't even released until 1925, years after it was taken. And it is the evidence that you need that the Scotsman Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. And it wasn't here before. And this was what the first telephone looked like. Give us a bell. Funny name, Bell, isn't it? As well, isn't it? It's really coincidental that, you know, what we've learned about bells, and then a telephone is called a bell, and his name's Bell. It's like actually too much of a coincidence. Just saying, you know. Piggy Wiggy. So Piggy Wiggy opens, and it was the first ever self-service store. Before then, you had a gentleman or a lady saying, "What can I get you today?" And they would cut your cheese and you would cut your ham and stuff like that. The Piggy Wiggy, yeah, you go in there and you help yourself to what you want. Put it in a basket and then get to the checkout and buy it. It was the first in the world. I think that's going to catch on. Piggly Wiggly will catch on. But I like the Wiggly because it's wiggly flat phones when I seen it. Thought, yeah, that is so me. The Welsh, what are they famous for? Well, not being very good in football. Brilliant musicians, couple of good actors, yeah. I Want to Be the King of Wales, and pirates. We're famous for pirates. Okay, loads and loads of pirates. But when you look into the history of pirates, there's very little evidence that any of this shit actually happened. But Black Bart, yeah, famous pirate Black Bart. He wasn't black. Well, he was a bit dark because he was Welsh. So there's that. Henry Morgan. Now, you've all had a tot of Henry Morgan rum, haven't you? Yeah. Well, there's Henry Morgan, and he used to live in Tredegar House over here in Newport. But he himself was born in Llanishen, just north of Cardiff, and his dad was born here in Ely, Cairo. So Captain Morgan and the pirates, gangsters, all grew up around here. Makes perfect sense. He's a famous actor, Welsh one. So I grew up among heroes who went on a pit, who played rugby, told stories, and sang war songs. Richard Burton on Childhood in Wales. So yeah, because back in the day, the people that you meet were still human beings, and they had stories to tell and experiences, and they were enriching to talk to them, and they were fucking heroes because of what they'd survived. But the people nowadays, well, they just don't give me that hero buzz. It's just they give me like the big sissy fucking buzz. Spillers Records, yeah. So if I ever get rich, I want to buy Spillers Records and reopen in the oldest record shop in the world in Cardiff again, because he's put it over to selling Dr. Martin freaking boots, expensive things. This is Pierre Autar, who is an 1800s artist, and he's very charming artworks of just pretty, really, of France. There you are, going to see the old granny before she snuffs it, because she's worth a few quid, and like if we pretend we love her now, she might leave us something in her will. I haven't seen you for 6 years, love. So I know I've missed you so much. Why are you coming round now anyway? Oh no, just thought I should visit you now you're getting older, closer, you know. Am I in your will? Seems that's all it's about, doesn't it? Money. She's got a few quid here. Oh, I hope she pops off soon and leaves me some. And then they go pretend they love them then. Oh, I love you, Auntie. Oh, you're such a... Oh, you're lovely. Kiss. Oh, yeah. She better have me in that fucking will, the bastard. People. Harsh truths coming from Flat Earth British today. Oh, go and chatting a bird up. This is what was called courting back in the day. Froggy weren't a courting. He did right. And then you went and bought a bird, little love letter. Yeah. And this wasn't disgusting smut or dirty talk back then. It was like, oh, thine heart does twang 1,000 Stradivarius strings for your breath. That's probably not really good, but yeah, stuff like that. My trousers do pulsate for your looks. Okay. Ooh, succumbus. That sounds good. You succumb to her flowery wisdom. So yeah, much better world back then. Let's go for a walk around this old world, have a pint of proper ale, smoke a pipe, get chased by a crazy geese, but it will be okay. How's his relationship getting on? Oh, let me just help you. Is your shoe hurting? Oh, okay. Let me just wipe a bit of spit in there, like that, and it'll loosen it up a bit. Okay. The shoe. Oh, look at that little dog watching them dance. Yeah, that's it. So what are they dancing to? A gramophone? Got a pianist in the corner. They got a big fuck off ghetto blaster. It's pounding to Superstition by Stevie Wonder in French. God, it's so rubbish, isn't it, in French music? Edith Piaf. Oh my God. Calypso. Ooh, the Calypso. Oh, she's so beautiful. She smells like roses. She smells like angels ought to smell. Oh, I'm going to touch her. He's touching her. She's okay. She's been beautiful for years. She knows how to deal with men. Oh, look over there. That's them English. Oh, English. Oh, Mummy, can I have a look? What do they look like? Oh, they're dreadful. Oh. So this is how we communicated with the French in the past. We haven't declared war on the French for quite the time, have we, really? British. Things change. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, having a little paddle. Look at these women. If they fall in, their clothes are going to just drag them straight to the bottom of the pond and they would die hideously. So this is exhibits in a exposition of large fauna. Large fauna. Look at these. They're like trithids. I bet if you touch them, you go numb for 100 years. What about bugs? Do you think it's real? Imagine seeing now walking across your floor. See, I get on its back because I'm good with beetles. Me and beetles are like that. Like I am with elephants and goats and bats. Me and beetles, proper close. Good band too. Good band, really. Fucking hell. That's a termite, isn't it? Termite walks into a bar. He says, "Is the bartender in here?" Don't worry. More big bugs. Fucking hell. Imagine that flying in your face. Yeah? Imagine that dusty flying in your face. Whew. Anyway, it's my images for the day. I don't know how long I've been talking. Probably 3 hours odd, haven't I? That's my effort. My comeback post. Marticus Farticus. Today, Baron Marticus von Dong. And it's still 467 of you here. That's a nice little turnout for a Flaterday. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the kind comments I had concerning my state of health this week. I won't do it again. I literally rebooted, like I said, shat out the demons and sweated out any toxins or anything in my body. Yeah. So after all that's over with, you're like, what? Clean and groovy. Thank you, Alva Billy. Well, I hope some of it actually made any sense, but let's just keep on remembering who we are and remembering what this place is. Change your frequency. Let's just realize that this is ours and we can have it back. Yeah, I have rebooted. I rebooted well. Outstanding photo. Oh, thanks, New West Reset. My little collections, all new and juicy. Not been seen before. Pat S, which is what I try to do every show, is keep it fresh. Fresh. Like my underpants. Lee Mountain a tip. Thank you, Hippie Shake. That's really kind. Lizzie Pip. Thanks, Tafster. I am a Taffster. I literally was born a stone's throw from the Taff River in St David's Hospital. Like literally like a fucking mile away from where I was born, a couple of miles away. Nice one, Ed. It's a Cardiff boy there. Nick, Missy. I do more for the Welsh Tourist Board than fucking the Welsh Tourist Board. They should send me on a free holiday to Aberystwyth or something. LFX or somewhere. It is flat. You make me smile. Good. Glad about that, DN. But if you don't take life too seriously and, you know, being nuts really does help. Don't let the bastards drive you down. Keep on high-fiving. Yeah, look at my weird last couple of weeks. Ended up fucking homeless in Europe again at fucking nearly 57. I'm doing the same stupid shit that I was doing when I was fucking 18. No, I don't think so. If I can do that again. Anyway, made myself ill. Fucking do. Carrie, good to see you. Don't be doing that again. Kathy. But I did learn a lot. I learned that I can survive. In Raise Movement, good to see you. And Bob Sykes, who's my brother. Great to have you back. Thanks for fountain a truth drop. So well, that's what I hope. Thing is, not everyone's going to want to tell you the truth, guys. Dangerous business. Simo, good to see you. Oi, Sim. Good to see you, my man. Tracy, good to see you. Thank you. That's for a good trip. Oh, I hope you enjoy my little pictures that I paint in your mind. Did you enjoy them? My little sketches? They're fun world, isn't it? 6 fingers on his hand. Apparently, Gilgamesh got 6 fingers, like Halle Berry. See, I think my time's passed there. No. That was definitely on the cards at one stage. I definitely think Halle Berry and me would have years ago. Single. Ex-heliocentric. Good to see you, man. Yo. Oi. Ex-heliocentric. Been around for many, many moons in the Truth and Movement. Love the mushroom backdrop. I do too. It's tweet. It's full of love. Love stuff. Dallas Fowler, 7 minutes deep breath exercise every day. 7-minute deep breath exercise every day. What, masturbating? So, there we go. Happy day. 07. One love, let's get together and feel alright. Like I was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. See, Bob Marley knew shit. Thank you, Michelangelo. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, ZYX. I'm going to be going now. I'm going to have a little drink of something cold because I'm feeling a bit hot. But it is reasonably hot tonight. And get some comfort in my back. Go on, Betty. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, make sure to share this out if you would. That'd be really good on Twitter or Facebook or whatever if you can. If you can't, don't worry. And give us a like if you did. And a subscribe as well. Okay. Let's beat YouTube at their own game. Yeah, it's not easy on YouTube at the moment. New West reset. I'm sure you're finding. We all are. Oh. Everyone's going to kiss your ears better. That you're just your pretty angel thing. Okay, I got to get going. Much love, Poland. Dziękuję. Thank you, vibes. Okay, drink some cold. Thanks, Trace. Have a very epic weekend yourself. Okay, what have I got to drink here? Innocent kids juicy water. So it's for children, so it's probably really bad for you. So I'll have some of that. Pretending strawberries, great. Oh, thanks. Okay, then. I'm going to run along now, so make sure to do all those good things of YouTube and that, and I will see you in a day or two. Now, Tuesday, you'll find in the descriptions box below, off to Bournemouth to do some truth partying. It's going to be a 3-year anniversary of the Flat Earth Social. Ian's do. So we're all going to go and have a little Flat Earth gathering, which would be fucking epic, because I do love them. Get the Flat Earthers together. Powerhouses. Dusky, thank you. So yeah, good to be back. It wasn't that long. Thank you, Julie. Oh, thanks, Bear, my brother. Didn't see you there. Good to see you, my man. Jeremiah. Oh, thanks. Glad you enjoyed. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, for bringing your love and vibration into the house together and making magical things happen. Because that's where it's at. Henrik? Yeah, man. That's where it's at. Making magic happen, guys. Place is boring as fuck without magic. That's one thing I've realised. Yeah, yeah. I've noticed that, especially the Animator mascaras. They look like a thumping great. Dong, 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 dong. Okay, good to see you, CDM Diego. Chris from Birmingham. Oh yeah, lovely Birmingham. But they're quite often. RIP for poor old Aussie, left and gone. He's fucked off, left us here on our own now. Look, to sing our song. Poor old Aussie, dead and gone. Anyway, love as always. And Animator is the Pope's hat, you know shit. Definitely got 2 books on the subject of links between church, religion, and mushrooms. And Jesus. Jesus is a mushroom. Ferndown, yes, Gary, in Ferndownage. You can see it all linked below in the descriptions box, just north of Bournemouth. Flat Earth getting together. And I'm going to present what I would have presented in fucking Venice. Oh, Beetlejuice. Nothing wrong with Venice. I don't mean fucking Venice. Venice is lovely, I'm sure. But, you know, it is a bit crazy mind control of fucking times 10. Oh, my God. It's everywhere gone Illuminati. Yeah, probably. Amsterdam might be still all right. No Glastonbury is, and there's other places. Where I live is great. Everyone can give a fuck, yeah. Yeah, nanotech. You'll be all right. It won't hurt you. Just keep it away from your bum. Everything will be fine. Yeah? Fucking hell. Nanobots. Last place you want. TJ, good to see you. So, yeah, make sure to subscribe. Keep them happy, groovy vibes going. Take care. So that's the message of US media is take care. Okay. Thank you, John Gleason. Thank you. I appreciate that. Could have put your comments up on there and you could have seen them for yourself there. But it doesn't work now. Anyway, I'm going. I'll see you very, very soon and in a day or two. See you all Tuesday. I will record what I can for little videos and shorts and stuff. And keep everybody knowing what's happening. Seeing all the groovy things going on. Okay? Okay, see you in a couple of days.